Well, we've lost. Weird. Media player is no longer showing what we're doing, but it is what it is. We'll go from there. Okie dokie. Welcome back, everybody. It is Friday. The boy is not asleep. We are we're in the danger zone right now. But he is distracted with the book. We're gonna see how long it lasts. We'll go from there. We might get 1 or 2 drawings in today, at the minimum, and then we'll see how far we get. So yeah. Hope everybody had a good week. Hope everybody has some fun plans for the weekend. Yeah, we're gonna try this out. We'll try it out and see how it goes. Draw a little squirt bee here today. Corvus, welcome in. Treating fellow normal humans. Debatable. Debatable. How are you doing today? Pretty tired? Yeah, same. I was tired yesterday, so I drank a bunch of caffeine and didn't sleep, so now I'm super tired. That's a good rugby right there. I hope that works for a little while. I'm just going to jump into it. I'm going to jump into it hard today, because I don't know how long I'm going to be able to stream. It might be a short one. We'll find out. Speak of the devil. Hi, kid. You got a stick? That's a big yardstick. Roll to 2. Humanoid sea slug barbarian who coats their weapon in slime. A humanoid sea slug, huh? That's gonna be a weird one. Welcome in, Corvus.
How's it going?
It goes. Kid's walking around the living room with a stick. Big yardstick. Can't remember what slugs look like. I know they have a radula, which is weird. Cleaning out our crawl space last week, and I found a slug like the size of my thumb.
That seems pretty normal to me.
Yeah. They're pretty big.
I sent you some references you could use.
Thank you. I had to go to Costco this morning. To get some stuff. It doesn't matter. But while I was there, they have a whole bunch of like ammo bags and ammo boxes and gun backpacks and stuff. And I was just like, this is weird. Why is this here? I kind of want to buy all of them, but I did not.
Yeah. My mom went to, sort of in the same vein, my mom went to Sam's Club.
Sam's Club is not Costco, right? But it's the same type of thing.
It's... I think it's owned by Walmart.
Okay. You have to
or
pay,
a subsidiary
like,
of Walmart.
Shop there?
What'd you say? Sorry.
You have to pay a membership to shop there, is that though?
Yeah, it's like a year thing.
Okay. So I assume it's just
It's like
wholesaling for all of for all of Walmart, right?
Yeah. You can find much of the same things. Like they also have their own like off-brand brand.
Mm-hmm.
So like Costco's is Kirkland.
Yeah.
And Sam's Club is a Member's Mark.
Oh, I thought it was just Sam's Club. That's weird. Do they not sell Sam's Club stuff at normal Walmarts?
I don't think they do.
Oh, I thought that was their like generic brand. Sam's Club.
Great Value is Walmart generic
okay.
brand.
That might be what I'm thinking of. Kid, did you poop?
You pooping? Yeah, I gotta make two different handballs tonight or tomorrow morning.
You're doing handballs? What do you mean?
Ham balls.
Oh.
Ham cheese balls.
Oh, nice. I haven't had one of those in a long time.
One is like how me and my mom like it, which is just cream cheese, ham, and green onion.
Yeah, that's the best one. That's the way to do it.
And I'm making a slightly fancier one that has grated cheddar, Swiss, mixed with the cream cheese, ham, and covered in pecans.
That sounds pretty good too. Yeah, I like the more cheese forward ones than the fruity ones.
Oh yeah.
I'm a big fan of the fruity ones. People put like cranberry.
I don't think I've ever had one of those.
Oh, well, if you're putting pecans on it, like it's gonna be a little sweeter than not.
Yeah. Though there's also going to be like salty cheddar in it, so.
Gotcha.
And it's just going to be like coating it, like you roll it in the pecans at the end.
Okay. Yeah, there's one that they sell here that's like cranberry and nuts and it might just be it. It might just be cranberry and nuts on top.
Yeah, that
Not my thing.
that seems a little. I get the vibe they're going for.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the vibe I want.
Be right back. 1 second. Come here, kid. Come here, you.
Hello, hello. It's a druid.
Druid, welcome in.
It's a me. Hello.
It's a me, Mario.
Did you get started really late? Is that...
Yes.
Okay.
I've also not been home long myself.
YouTube's telling me the stream started 9 minutes ago, and I was like, oh man. I took a nap at like 10 and slept for 4 hours like an idiot. I missed the whole thing. But no, if you're just started, then I'm just in time.
Yep.
Did we already lose Rook?
No, he had to step away.
Gotcha, okay. How are you doing, Corvus?
I'm exhausted. Just
I'm sorry.
not like I've done anything
Yeah.
myself. It's like I have no right to be exhausted. I'm just exhausted for like my mom and everyone else's sake.
I mean, That's also legit. Empathy is a thing that can be tiring.
I wish I was like a Republican, no empathy whatsoever. I kid, of course. And work as drawing a slug person.
Oh, nice. I kind of figured as much. Oh yeah.
Oh no, have I missed? I need to go to Twitch real quick.
I really need to not take morning naps.
Okay, I'll probably have to watch the stream later. Because PaizoCon is going on right now. All
Oh.
until Sunday, and so I could get probably most of the stuff today, but I won't be able to catch tomorrow's.
Mhm.
I think the big stuff I want to catch is happening today,
That's good.
because I think Battle Cry spoilers are being shared today.
Okay, I'm back. I can't remember what I was doing.
Slug
Slug
person.
person.
Well, my Google Drive is way full. I need a barbarian. Okay. How you doing, Drew?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
I'm okay.
Like,
I was telling Corvus I took a morning nap and now I'm like laid out,
Gotcha.
totally exhausted.
The boy took a sleep in the car while we were coming home from Costco, and now I can't get him to nap.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm exhausted from trying. How's the game going?
Pretty good. I'm still need to set up our map for tomorrow, but
Oh, I got
I'm otherwise confidently prepared.
I played a game with Kevin and Lars on Wednesday,
Yeah.
but something came up and we had to start an hour late. And so when we started, I was just like, rush, 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 rush. And I feel
Yeah.
bad about it. It's like, that wasn't good. I could have done way better.
redo.
Yeah.
Reload to save.
Control Z. Let's try that one again.
Take the game cartridge edge blow on it.
What's up, kid?
Looks like we've got a decent number of suggestions. Still.
Yeah, we had a bunch. I got a couple of them done on Wednesday.
Indeed.
Oh, I meant to ask Corvus, the red dragon you sent me, that's for the new D&D, right? Not for
Cinder
Paizo?
Dragon.
No, that is the new Paizo
That's the
dragon.
new Paizo Cinder
Yeah.
Dragon? Cool.
Yep.
I like something about the style in the published book made me think that it was D&D, but
Oh.
all of the design, I was like, ooh, this looks like Paizo. If this is D&D, they are copying hard.
No, it is Paizo.
Nice.
It is. I think that is technically would be like a great, not a great, but a ancient Cinder Dragon,
Okay.
or maybe even above ancient Cinder Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he's
But
he's
one of
referred
the-
to as like an arch dragon in like stuff they've wrote about him that I've learned.
Gotcha. Cool.
I'm gonna
Hello.
retract my. We talked a little bit about different weird art things and dragons last Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
I was unimpressed by Daggerheart's stuff, but I looked at more of it, and there's a lot more of it. It came out that I think is pretty nice. So
They just showed the very eye-catching pop art
Yeah.
to get people's attention.
Yeah, they got a lot of cool stuff.
Which, yeah, not a bad business decision.
We'll see. I still don't know if I'm gonna play it. I still don't know if I'm gonna play it. I'm not super into the 2d12 thing. that they're trying to make
same.
work. We'll see.
Matt loves D12s. It's
The
like his
D12.
favorite dice
Yeah.
to use.
It's a cool die.
And it's great for, like, it is a fantastic system for what Critical Role is trying to do. Like,
Right.
it's made for their table. And I love that about it. I actually think it's going to make their Let's Play series better. I really do.
That's an
No,
interesting way to
they're-
look at it too.
Announced that they're doing like a mini series for it called Age of Umbra.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it seems like. So it might. I think that's probably why I wasn't super interested in it, because the 2 times they've done so far, it's always been non-serious stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and like, that's fine. I get like they like to cut loose and everything, but I don't know. I was wanting I guess a more serious way of looking at it.
Yeah, yeah.
They got some pretty
I'm
silly
excited to watch
frogs.
that series, actually, because I think the way Matt talks about the setting that they're trying to build,
Mhm.
I think it's going to lead to some really good gameplay, probably, because it's it's a little bit of a darker setting, so I know Taliesin
So-
at least is going to have fun playing in that space.
Yeah, like that was
Um,
my. Sorry, I guess I should have interrupted.
No, yeah, go ahead. That's pretty much the end of my thought.
I haven't really looked a lot into it, so I could be totally wrong on this. But like, Matt Mercer does a really good job of writing kind of deep and dark things, right? Like it's not it's not super lighthearted, though he can be funny.
Yeah, yeah.
But
And then we
all
get
the
Chuckle
stuff I
Fox playing
see
in space.
for Daggerheart is very bright and vibrant and lighthearted. And like that's how I feel a lot of the characters are drawn for Critical Role as well.
Yeah.
And that's why I was kind of like, they're going really kind of poppy and floofy with it. And then I started actually like looking more into the book. I'm like, no, all the dark stuff is there. Like there's some really cool stuff, but like that's not what they lead with. They never lead with that. But that's what I want. So I don't know.
But I think they do it because it's a way to, I guess, appeal to a wider audience. Like they'll lead with the poppy stuff, but they'll drag the dark, broody people like you and Taliesin in.
Yeah, that might be a fair way to look at it.
Yeah.
So
We'll see how it
thank
plays
you.
out. But
Yeah.
So BB Bane, who is a VTuber who does a lot of Pathfinder stuff, has shared, because I've missed most of Pathfinder stream today. Apparently they've shared 4 new dragons. And apparently there's like a new rank of dragon called Archdragons.
okay.
I mean, one of them is like seems to be a re-release of the Magma Dragon.
Okay, nice.
There is the Delight
Hey.
Dragon and a Barrage Dragon.
A barrage dragon? What does that even mean? Is that the whale?
Magic Missile Dragon.
Oh.
I don't know. It looks like it shoots out spines.
Oh.
Hang on, I'll share their post.
Yeah, yeah.
They're screenshots from a Twitch stream, so quality is a little bad, and there's like some emotes flying in one of them.
Those are pretty cool. Oh, hi, kid. Is that funny?
I like the Delight Dragon.
Yeah, that one's pretty good. Was it the top left one?
No, the Delight Dragon is the
Oh.
top right one.
I thought you said Blight Dragon. I'm like, that looks
Oh,
pretty
no. The top left one is the Magma
That's the
Dragon.
magma dragon. Oh, the green things are. I thought it was like oozing, but that's the emotes.
Yep.
I thought it was like
Because
red and green.
it was clipped from a live stream.
Gotcha.
I like the little green dragon emote that's inside the magma dragon's mouth, it made me legit think for a second that serendipitously there was a little toad getting eaten, which was funny to me, but it's not what it is.
I look forward to when they probably release these as like a blog post, so I can get more details on them.
Mm.
And I don't know if these are coming out in the Dragon Book or Monster Core 2. Because I know they announced that some dragons will be in the Monster Core book.
Interesting.
Core 2 book. Which, let me see. I think the Cinder Dragons will be in Monster Core 2. So maybe all the remakes of Metallics and Chromatics will be in Monster Core 2.
Kid, you're so weird.
No weirder than you, Dad.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, the Dragon Book comes out. I don't know, that is a little weird. The Draconic Codex and Monster Core 2 come out on the same day. So, at least according to their official book release. So, I don't know. Kind of weird that they decided to put some of them in the
It might
Monster
have
Core
just
and the other
been-
in
Yeah, they might have
separate
wanted
book.
to. I'm betting the Dragon Book's not actually going to be that big.
Yeah, it is going to be a Lost Omens book, so
Yeah,
it's probably about
80 pages or something.
a little bit more than 80. About
I bet they wanted to expand the dragon thing from the monster book, and they're like, let's just make it its own thing.
yeah.
Give it a little more.
Yeah,
So.
that makes sense.
And also, like, there is a
Oof. You okay?
page limit that they can't really exceed without driving the prices up even higher.
Yeah.
Alright, 1 second.
Let me look. So the most recent Lost Omens book was 130 pages. However, they've also had bigger Lost Omen books. So
Alright.
this might, the Draconic Codex may be on the bigger side.
You okay? Took a tumble.
What did he break?
Oh, I didn't break anything. He just ate shit.
Mm. It was loud enough that I heard it.
Yeah.
Yep.
He knocked over a bunch of crap. He's playing with all my camera stuff, and he just drug it off the chair with him. And now he's right back over there playing with it again, so I think we're fine.
Didn't hurt him enough for him to have learned anything, I guess.
Nope.
So they're now introducing a thing called skirmish encounters, where you can players can play their characters but attached to troops.
Okay.
They share actions, give your characters extra stuff.
command a little army.
Yeah, because that's kind of the that's probably going to be a big thing for one of the adventures that's coming out soon, called the Hellfire Crisis.
Demons.
Hey, they're copying me.
But it's less about not so much an extra planar incursion, more or less the evil devil empire has decided to go to war with the Freedom Kingdom. Well, Republic, not Kingdom. If Jared remembers the map I sent him.
Yep. Not that I remember which country that was, but
It's devil worshipping fascists versus America. Fuck yeah.
Because that's what we need right now.
They probably planned it before everything, but
Before the world went to shit.
yep. Which is, so I found out from another stream about, I guess, 3 weeks ago, where the adventure for Age of Ashes take place. That's like the place that kind of kicks off the Hellfire Crisis. I was like, oh. It was very weird.
I never know if I should start reading the Adventure Path lore.
Well, I mean, well, you don't run it.
Right, but I could.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's worth doing.
I've heard mostly good things about, like, some of the newer ones.
Yeah.
Like, I think everyone's favorite, like, dungeon delving one is called the Abomination Vaults.
No. No, you just ate it.
Which is kind of like your Cryptoceratops. You just, like, find this dungeon and you just keep going down and down and down. Apparently a lot of people liked Gatewalkers enough that they're releasing that whole adventure path as a single hardback.
Avi, welcome in. Draw Slenderman with empty eye sockets wearing diamond armor? Oh, is that Minecraft? Is that what we're talking about? That took me a second. I guess we've never... I guess that works. It's a game. I'll put it on the list.
Starting in October, there's going to be a new adventure path called Revenge of the Rune Lords.
Ooh, I might buy that. I should finish Rise of the Rune Lords. We should just play that.
Play Rise of the Rune Lords, Return to Rune Lords, and then Revenge of the Rune Lords.
Is that gonna be? That's for Pathfinder 2, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know if they ever did a remaster of Rise of the Rune Lords for.
I don't think they did.
I think I could do it. I don't think it would be that hard.
There's probably also some people who have done it and have shared it.
yeah, almost definitely.
Maybe
that's what we'll do for the Patreon, so I don't have to like think about it.
I've really been enjoying XP to Level 3's new series of what happens when you run a module only according to the text.
Okay. Lars
It's
tried to
very
do that.
Funny.
We got him the starter kit. And he was trying to run through that, and like he got about as far as the McElroy brothers did before he was just like, "Fuck it, we're doing something different." I was like, "Yeah, yeah." Jacob, welcome in.
I had Drew. You weren't here for this. In the new book that comes out on the 4th of June, they have some new feats in it for ghosts, and you could play a headless ghost.
Nice.
Headless Ghost seems pretty good.
I assume you don't have any vision and are in fact blind, but have probably blind fight.
Oh no, you still have your head.
Oh,
You
jeez.
can detach it and like move it around or leave it.
You can draw
Nah.
an obsidian golem with one eye and a spear. Is that another Minecraft thing, or is the obsidian golem?
No, there's
There's an
no
obsidian
obsidian
Okay,
golems
cool.
Yeah, there
in
is.
Minecraft.
Oh, in Minecraft, never mind.
I will put it on the list. We'll put it on the list.
I don't do Minecraft.
Don't.
I hate Legos. um,
My YouTube feed keeps getting into like Minecraft rage bait, and I don't know why.
there's a rage bait about Minecraft.
Like people will do things that to me I don't give a shit about, but I know would trigger people, like running around with half a heart and like just doing really dumb stuff. And I always scroll past it, and it just keeps popping up, and I don't know why. I must have like accidentally watched one of them once, and now it's just like, oh, he actually watched it. Send him more. Okay, I think that's the slug. I think that's the slug barbarian. It looks kind of like a crab, but that's okay.
It does a little bit, but I don't know. The mouth reads a slug to me. Give it 2 more little eye stalks. That might help.
Does it need 4? Oh, it needs like the little nose.
Yeah.
It's more like a crab. I don't know. I'm gonna roll the dice. So the way this works for people who are new, once you put your suggestion, I take them, put them on a list, roll the dice guy decides what we draw, and we go from there. Whoop, whoop. And that one went right on the floor. Yeah, come here. Try that again. 1. Flame skull with a spiked biker hat and aviator shade smoking a cigar. That is Deadpool. That is the Deadpool skull. Whatever.
So apparently the Delight Dragon is a possible nod to the Havoc Dragon of 1E. Which I don't know what Havoc Dragons are.
Yeah, me neither.
Habit dragon?
Got it.
Jurgen.
Kid. Oh my god.
What?
I do love me a good flaming skull.
Been
Yeah,
a while since you've gotten to really draw one too.
You threw like 10 of them at us one day.
You should have tried harder. I don't know what to tell you.
Can't remember what I was handling. I was handling something. I think I was handling the swarm of
You guys
skulls.
freaking shut down my skeletal mage. Like, that was depressing.
Yeah, our table is weirdly good at like focusing up to get down the really big bad, but have a hard time with like glass cannon little guys.
Because we get swarmed easily.
Yeah, the team cohesiveness and like placement is fucking god awful.
Yeah, always.
But everybody's
And
characters are very well built, so they just glass cannon everything.
Yeah, in every game we play, in every setting.
I was talking to Dalcor last night about the crab game. And he was like, oh, it would be really cool if like when you walked into water, all of your fire pearls went out, and I was like, that sounds fucking awful. Like, I don't want to do that. He's like, no, it's like a punishment, so you don't go in the water. I'm like, that like fundamentally destroys your character if that's what you're building is fire pearls. He's like, yeah, it's a challenge. I'm like, And so like there are different play styles between us.
Yeah.
That I
I'm
think
kind of with Dalcor in this one, actually.
I think there's a good thing in there, right? Like having an environmental component to it. But,
yeah.
I don't know. We'll have to play with
If
it.
it's not what you want to do, then don't do it.
I just hate the idea.
Mostly
of, like,
your game, after all.
I hate the idea of like things that just like turn off your character and like break them. And I think it's more of the like I totally lost my train of thought while we were talking about this.
Sorry.
No, it's all right. What were we talking about? Oh, like team placement stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like it's I think the weirdness that happens in our parties because we have 4 or 5 people that all have very different play styles.
Yeah.
And so with Dalcor, like Dalcor has this very Dalcor has a really good eye for like finding the fun, random dumb shit that can happen in a game.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm usually vehemently opposed to it. It's like I want structure. I want highly fine-tuned, skill-based things, but Dalcor's generally not wrong about that stuff, so I might have to look into it more. Goddamn kid. Hey. Hold on a second. I gotta pick some stuff up. Tiny kids' abilities to just like, I don't fit here, gonna cram in, just pisses me off. Oh, where'd my pen go? That's not good. Did I put it in my pocket? Kid, what did I do with my pen? It's not on my desk. It's not on my computer. Have you guys seen those videos where someone like sets something down and then like the compression kicks up and then it's just gone?
Yep.
That's what I feel like just happened to me. Should be right here. It should be right here, kid.
I also saw a short the other day. Sorry, not a short, a meme the other day of basically what's happening to you happening to a guy, but I think he was looking for it was like his wallet or his keys, and they overlaid the Lord of the Rings meme of Gollum going, "We could let her do it," and then there was like a woman responding, "Of course." He can't find it, so immediately goes and makes his wife look for it. Which I also thought was very funny.
My precious. My precious.
Having no spouse, I don't know if it's true.
Yeah, I don't know about that either. Nothing I can say in this conversation will make me better, so I'm gonna abstain. There's a thing in when I worked in the restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
Get off the chair, kid. Come on. No, stand up. You gotta use your legs. Okay, you're going on the floor. I can't remember what we called it. Kitchen blindness? Fridge blindness?
Mm-hmm.
Where you walk-in blindness. There we go. You walk into the walk-in and you're like, I need tomatoes. They're not here. They're always right here. Where are they? So you go get your manager and you're like, hey, I can't find the tomatoes. They walk in, they immediately find them. It's just like, son of a bitch. Like, why didn't I see that? And it makes you feel real dumb. So that happens to jump rope from time to time. She'll be like, we're out of this. And I'm like, we're not. She's like, we're out of it. I'm like, I just went shopping. I know exactly where it is. It's right here. So like, I think that's a big part of it. Like, you put stuff away. So you know where the things are. But the inability to see things that are right in front of your face is not a gender specific thing. It's not a gender specific thing by any means. It happens to jump rope now, but it happened to me all the time when I worked in the restaurant. So. What are you doing? You got a book? Here you go.
I have noticed that a lot of the quote-unquote "my spouse is an idiot" memes usually have to do with mental overwhelm, like mental overstimulus.
How so?
Just like a lot of the stuff where it's like where people complain about how their partner can't handle the basic tasks of taking care of themselves, organizing the bathroom, doing the laundry, or figuring out where the laundry was put away, etc., etc. Knowing where to put the dishes away, it usually is because they are out of the space the living space more often than they're in it, and then aren't the one organizing it, and are also usually overworked.
Yeah, I definitely think there's because a lot of the stereotypical like husband things, like jump rope, deals with that stuff more than I do. Yeah, and I do think it is a lot of that of just like I basically live at the house. I'm never not at the house, and so when stuff's out of place, I get upset about it.
Yep.
And then I start nagging. It's like, oh, I see. Get off. You cannot stand on this. You will fall and you will hurt yourself. Every day we go through this. Have a stick. Yeah, there you go. And now he's happy. Okay. Yeah, I'm really, there's a lot of like, maybe not just comedians, but just like gender normative stereotypes that I think are really role specific, if that makes more sense.
Yeah.
And that's something we kind of don't talk about much because it's still kind of the stay-at-home dad is it's becoming more normalized, but it's not fully. Oh my goodness, kid.
It's a little bit anathema to certain political parties.
Yeah. Kid, you cannot stand up here. You are gonna get hurt. Why can't you just take a nap? A 5-minute nap is not a long enough nap for you. You can sit, you
but
can
Dad, I slept in the car. Man, I forgot how much fun Warforged are.
Yeah. What was Corvus doing during the skull fight? Because that was before the ritual.
Yeah,
There was the
but
skeleton
like
mage.
I charged in real fast, right?
Mm-hmm.
Too far, too fast. So I triggered everything, and then everybody behind me had to deal with it. So I think Corvus was staying as far back as he could. I think he was using Vitality Lash
Oh,
most
there
of
was
the time.
yeah, it was Vitality. The dragon. There was the dragon on the other side of it, which everyone was kind of
Yeah,
panicking about.
because the like there was an implication that the dragon skull was coming, and I was like, okay, we should avoid this, and like try to find a way to get out of its way. And everyone's like, no, it's coming. We gotta run. And I said, okay. And being the person who had thus far been going in first, I was like, I guess I'm going in. And everything popped up and killed me. And well, it was definitely my own fault.
There was a
And
lot of
yeah,
weirdness
I
to
own
begin
that
with.
blame. I also was very much pointed in a direction and told to get before the dragon skull got us.
I'm kind of
Um,
I'm kind of sad that you guys came from that direction because you didn't have to go through the giant skeleton room.
yeah.
But
Huh?
that's okay.
I'm still curious. Yeah, I am curious about what it would have done to us.
Nothing. It was the exact same. Like the big skeleton was the key for the dragon skull to wake up and chase you guys through the room. that was it. There was no
Nice.
the big skeleton was just a big skeleton.
Yeah. Okay.
Sometimes a skeleton's just a skeleton, you know.
Totally. Totally.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think Corvus was mostly trying to spent most of his time trying to deal with the swarm. Because I think
That could've been
Corvus's
what it was.
Vitality Lash was the most effective weapon anybody on the team had to deal with them.
I'm still like, I want to ingrain it in people's brains that just because something is resistant to your attack does not mean that you're useless. And like it adds up. It
Yeah,
all
yeah.
adds up. If I can't do half of this thing's damage in one hit, I don't know what I'm doing. What are some of your favorite things to draw, Mr. Cheese Poof? Goblins, I guess. I don't know. I draw a lot of sexy owl ladies. Pinups. Let's go pinups.
Yep.
Pinups and skeletons.
Those don't make it here, obviously, for
Hey.
obvious reasons. They
Kid.
do show up in Rook's Discord. I like to draw satyrs a lot.
Okay, I think I'm done with this skeleton here.
I like monster dudes. I draw a lot of monster dudes. Still not sure if that makes me a furry. Probably makes me a furry.
I feel like we've talked about this before, but maybe not. every time I try to start a conversation with "I'm not a furry," but it's just like, well, maybe I am.
I don't define myself as a furry, but I'm not opposed to the label if somebody else wants to assign it to me.
When there's a
I just
sexy
like-
cat lady, it's not the cat part that I'm attracted to.
Yeah,
Put it that
totally. And like I just really like drawing comic book proportions. Like you see it in the ladies that I draw too.
way. Yeah, it's the same thing with like with my big BP boys, right? It's like
Yep,
they're more fun to draw. There's way more fun
Yeah.
to draw.
totally. And I have been trying to, in my personal stuff, draw more like diverse body types and skin tones and stuff because I've been really bad about that traditionally.
I think I started.
Everybody
doing
has their
the-
blind spots.
Yeah, gosh, I'm so sorry, Jared. I keep interrupting you.
No, it's fine. Go ahead.
I started when the kid was born. I'm like, I'm just gonna draw sexy pinups. Why not? It'll be fun. So I think I've done that for a whole year now. It's like I should probably draw something else. I should probably switch to something else, or start making this part of my career. I don't know. Wonder what a Warforged infected with werebear would look like. I've drawn that before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think my Warforged video is a druid, the guy with the big bear on his cape, bear fort cape. I rolled a 3. A mermaid mad scientist. I forgot to make this week mermaids again. Womp womp.
Oh yeah, because it's mermaid.
Yeah. Well, now we get to draw pinup, so.
Win-win.
Win-win. Blah, 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 blah. Kid. I've been struggling with my head shape lately. I need to just go do a whole bunch of
Gesture drawing?
yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm back into that mood. I've been doing a lot of like weird kind of silly stuff for the game and like UI stuff.
Yep.
And that just like it just shuts off my ability to think about head shapes.
Yeah, I mean, stylization really starts to, the more you do it, the more it really starts to skew the way you draw by default. And if you're going for a specific style, it can really interfere, right? Like it takes some time to get back into your quote-unquote norm after that.
Let's change this up. Yeah, kid? Great.
Your child does make some exceptionally funny noises.
Yeah. Yeah, he do that. I've been really careful about like baby talking him.
Uh-huh.
And no offense to my extended family, but like I get kind of uppity when people screech at him because I don't want him to be okay with doing that.
Yep.
So it's been I'm glad he doesn't like, he will still just from time to time scream at the top of his lungs just for fun, but for the most part he's pretty chill.
I sure shows vocal cords.
Yep.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Hey, welcome back.
Yeah. I'm gonna do it. It's supposed to be a mad scientist mermaid, so I'm gonna Torbeck it real quick.
Their bones are unguarded.
That's what Torbeck sounds like. Hey, you cannot stand up. No, if you want to draw, you can sit and draw, but you cannot stand up on the desk.
Torbeck is my favorite of the Adventurous characters.
Torbeck is supposed to be a sad character. That's I love that.
Yeah, like, given... So I don't know how many people have actually watched Once Upon a Witchlight, but, like, before Torbeck shows up, it is entirely, like, the party is composed entirely of comedic relief, which is why it takes them so fucking long to get anything done.
Yeah. Was I talking to you
and then,
about...
yeah, Torbeck, I think, was supposed to be the straight man and then just ended up being Eeyore. From Winnie the Pooh.
Your child bone devourer.
Yep. Which, yeah, has still led to some very, very funny moments. But like, He's the one character who was not supposed to be just comedy from the start.
Yeah. Kid,
I
you
think,
are hurting me, and this is getting really annoying. It'll totally
Remy
mess
was
me
supposed to be the straight man.
up. Study shows speaking in full sentences helps. Yeah, that was the other thing I had read. Kid, knock it off. I might have to take a break here. It's getting squirrely. It's driving me nuts. The Legend of Adventurous guys are so good at yes-anding each other.
Yeah.
And I think as a DM, they're also because I've seen each of them DM now. I think most of them.
Yeah.
Might just be Mikey and I've forgotten her name. Erica? I can't remember. They both are very good at letting the players tell the story, which I think is really cool. And I think that's something that I need to improve, and could be something that we work on as a group. Especially with my other game, like Kevin the Necromancer and Lars are. Kevin specifically is very much a tell me what I'm doing person.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like you can input stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Whereas Lars will sometimes just decide to take over and start doing stuff. It's just like, I'm gonna pump the brakes on that. I need to pump the brakes on this. So it's like there's a weird balance there.
Yeah. I like to let the table just
okay.
just go, but I'm really bad at when there's nothing actually happening, picking back up the DM and telling me and being like, okay, let's continue.
Yeah, and I think it's more about our team dynamics, because we have a whole bunch of team of wallflowers.
Yep.
And that's really what I want to push more than like critiquing on the DMing. It's like I want the teams to take a little more front row, which is like with my DMing style, it's a lot of I've railroad really hard, so.
What, you?
Yeah, no, I admit this.
No.
Railroading is great. So I need to figure out how to let people do that and give people opportunities to do that, but it won't work unless the team also wants to do it.
Yep.
Like yesterday, I was like, okay, cool. And I had to pause, and I was like, so now you guys can interject and say something, or I will just keep talking with my NPCs. Because I had like 3 different NPCs having a conversation. And I was like, anytime. Anyone can step in. Ask questions.
Please help me.
Stop this. This was not meant to be a one-man show.
You see this?
Yeah, I've been in that position many a time.
Yeah.
You want this? How about this? You want a dice jar? The child has officially eaten both of the legs off of the rugby.
Oh no.
I have a 3D printed rugby that Dalcor gave me, and first he chewed off a toe and then a foot. Now the other foot is gone.
Nice.
Poor rugby.
There we go. I'm happy with this. I'm getting better at shifting color in my shadows.
That's good. I mean, it reads black and white, but like there's definitely some subtle color in there. So
Yeah. I'm not surprised it reads black and white because it's Warforged and they're mostly gray and brown.
Mm-hmm. The color temperature is real good. I think it's also a good, like, you just did the bust, which is a good warm up.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot
I
of times
usually do way too much for a warm up.
yeah, when you feel like you're getting lost in the weeds because you're like, I'm doing a whole goddamn picture today. It's like, just pick a small part. Pick a small part. So, I think you did a good job.
Thank you. This is also maybe the most quote-unquote traditional Warforged I've ever done. Usually I try to add a bunch of bells and whistles.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes literally.
Yep. Which for a Warforged is not a bad thing, but for a warm-up it is. Alright, I'm ready to roll.
Go for it.
15?
15 or below, yeah. What happened? Did you trip on your snack tray? Are you stuck? You gonna eat some? Yeah. You're getting so tall, kid. Your head's above the desk now. It's impressive.
Alright, 11. A Kobold Cleric. Okay.
The rules have not changed. You cannot stand on the desk.
Oh no.
Okay, if you don't want to be up here, don't be up here.
What are you drawing again, Jared? I literally think I went brain
A
asleep.
Kobold Cleric.
Okay.
I'm
You need no
gonna
help
do.
with that.
Yeah. I'm gonna do a Paizo Kobold for sure. I wish they'd had a deity involved as well because that would help with the iconography, but that's fine. I'm pretty sure I'm just going to do a kobold in massively oversized robes. Oh, you know what? I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a Final Fantasy White Mage with a hammer.
You smash it with a hammer.
Chat, give me a color for this Kobold Cleric. That was too much alliteration.
Okay, sorry about that.
No worries.
Brian, welcome in. I was trying to think of like. I think I accidentally went a little more robotic than mad scientist, but. Something I've been running into with this game is that I want to make everything kind of unique. And so I've been looking at like, oh yeah, we get fire damage on a weapon, which needs a burn. But then it's like, do I add poison damage, which would just be fire damage but green? I'm like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. So I'm trying to think of like what everything will be unique, while still being somewhat grounded in like, if you equip something to your head, it should do the same type of thing. So like aura, but then the auras need to be different. They need to be unique. You alright there, kid? Okay. Full of beans. Anybody have fun plans for the weekend?
My sister and her family are going back to Oregon. So it's gonna be quiet. Yeah, they're leaving Sunday, and so it's gonna be quiet. So I'm gonna have a very quiet Sunday.
Thank you for the gift membership, Brian. Polka King, enjoy the emotes. I can't for the life of me find the rugby emotes on YouTube. I should probably Google it. Go to the membership page and select badges and emojis. How do I get to the membership page? Settings? Nope, it's not there. Yep, I'll just find this another time. Oh. That's a weird place to put it. You alright? I found it. Okay. No emojis. We can add more emojis now. We can have up to 7 emojis.
Exciting.
Oh, no, we get 7 emojis when we get 2 more members.
Oh.
Kid. Oh my god. He walks under my desk. And then he stands up and bonks his head. And then he gets confused. So he keeps doing it. And he just walks and like bang, bang, bang. Just smack him. Kind of a flat head. Whoa. exploded. There we go. Feel that Friday. It is Friday. That's good. I'm gonna try to go shoot my bow a little bit. Maybe have a barbecue.
That sounds like fun.
Alright, Robo-Bane. Robo-Bane Mermaid. That wouldn't be a double like that. That doesn't make any sense. That makes more sense. Kid! Oh my god.
Off again.
Fine, you can play with this. That's okay. But you can't be up here. You can climb up and play with that. I don't want you to stay up there. I thought you were drawing a rabbit for a second because I just like passively saw it.
Yep.
Do we have any other emotes? I don't know if we do. I am all over the place today. Send help. Go bold. Kid, what is happening? Oh, he's just... I can't even describe what he's doing. It doesn't make any sense.
He's exploring his world.
Yeah. Dap doop dap doop dap doop dap doop dap doop dap doop. Should we add the rugby heart or the rugby dead emote?
I don't know. I don't even know what emotes we have in YouTube. We need to expand. Oh, I forget the rugby spitting water.
Rugby spitting water is pretty little tiny.
Yeah, that's already on there.
Do we want shock and surprise? Your kid's cute. Thank you, Ollie. Do we want shock and surprise rugby or sad rugby? What happened? What happened? Did you tip over? You alright? He's good.
Bryce says do a poll. That's a good idea, actually.
Alright. Wait, how do I do that? There we go. Start a poll. Welcome in. Oh my god, kid. I'm gonna mute myself for a second.
Alright, nobody gave me a color for the kobold, so I'm going gold. And that's fine.
don't know what. I don't know if this kid has reached like peak tired. So he's just going 1,000 miles an hour. Just fed him. So like, you'd think he would fall asleep. Nope.
Yeah, a meal is usually enough to knock me out.
Chris, welcome in. It is almost 2 o'clock. We started a little late, but we've been going for a while. It's not too bad. Yeah? Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, so tired. See, this is why I don't do polls, because people just make them even and leave them that way. It drives me crazy. What a big waste of time. Doing, I used to have to, I tried my hand in like student government when I was at the University of Idaho. And
Yeah.
basically every time we did some kind of poll or election, that's the same thing that happened. People would just troll and not give a crap, and so it's like, I just hate doing polls. I hate doing polls.
Fair.
My community just, no one takes it seriously because like it's not important. It's disheartening. You know, if me to break the ties, take back my vote. What do you want me to do? That's fair. That's fair. It's not on you guys. It's not on any one person. It's just the way the dice gods like to mess with me. Conform. Find consensus. No, like, there's no way around it either. It's not like something that is changeable, right? Like it is just a
Yeah.
a thing that
It is.
happens.
It literally is what it is, and there's not a lot any of us can do about it.
I don't know why I'm coloring this one, but
I'm a bad influence on you, that's why.
something, yeah.
Damn it, Druid. Stop influencing people.
I
Bad
know,
thing.
right? I am the ultimate internet influencer, haha.
I ran a student table up to keep loving while wanting everyone to vote on decisions. They did what I decided was best. Yeah. Generator Rex? I don't know what Generator Rex is.
It was a cartoon. Kind of
It was around the same
contemporary,
time
but-
as Ben 10, same
Yeah.
universe and everything.
Oh, same universe too?
Yep.
Interesting.
Same animators as well.
Okay. So a spin-off. Ben 10
I guess.
Do you know what the most successful spin-off of all time was?
Star Trek.
That's fair. I didn't think about that. I wouldn't have counted that. I was thinking of Frasier, but
Oh yes. I think Frasier is actually a better, like technically, better defined as a spinoff.
Yeah. Because Star Trek was... they didn't, oddly enough, like, some of the characters from Generations went on, like, Deep Space Nine and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
So, like, maybe Deep Space Nine is a spinoff, but I don't know if that actually counts. Xena? What was Xena a spinoff of? Hercules?
Hercules,
Yeah.
yeah.
Was she originally on Hercules?
Yeah.
I didn't
She was
know.
a side character in Hercules.
There you go.
She was first introduced in it. Xena had significantly better writing than Hercules, though.
Yep. Well, I mean, it's a show that had Kevin Sorbo in it.
That doesn't necessarily mean that the writing was bad. Just the way things usually worked out.
I feel like Kevin Sorbo chose a specific type of writing to be involved with.
That's probably
Yep.
true.
He later tried to claim that, like, the woman who plays Xena, Lucy Lawless, like, stole all the good writers from his show.
Probably did.
Oh, I watched the early seasons of his show. It never had any good writers. I call bullshit.
I think it might be because I'm like so used to seeing Lucy Lawless next to Kevin Sorbo.
Mm-hmm.
She's big. She's like very tall.
Yeah.
What was she in? She was in Ash vs. Evil Dead. Then
Was she?
she was in the TV show. The newest TV
She's
show.
in Parks and Rec. And yeah, she's pretty tall.
She's really tall.
Same height as Nick Offerman.
Alright, we're doing shock rugby.
Bryce says nearly everyone from the Hercules show loved the show, but won't talk about Kevin.
Kid,
That's about right.
is going on?
Yeah.
What was that about? You hungry? Do you need milk?
Like, you can totally be a conservative in Hollywood. Just don't be an asshole.
Yeah.
Apparently she was in Spartacus as well.
Was it called Ash vs. Evil Dead? Maybe that's what it was. It was good.
I didn't know Sam Raimi was one of the producers for Xena.
Oh, see, that makes sense.
Yep.
It all comes back together. This kid's just spinning now. I think I need to get going.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it is called Ash vs. Evil Dead.
Ash vs. Evil Dead.
Oh, I remember her now. I didn't recognize her.
She's a big buff lady. I dig it.
Yep.
I had a crush on her.
Why?
Surprising no one.
Why you do this? Yeah?
She's 5'10".
Really? She seems way taller.
Well,
I think
everybody in
it's sort of
Hollywood is
short.
short. Yeah.
Maybe he's shorter than I think he is.
He's 6'3".
6'3"?
Maybe they had her in heels.
Don't know what I'm talking about anymore.
They must have had her in heels. No, I'm right there with you, Rook.
Alright, yep. I can't.
Yep, we done?
I think so. Here's that.
Guess
Welcome to
that's
the
it.
goblins. This kid is he's. Oh, let's do one more. Let's do one more. I added some more. I added some more emotes there for all the goblins in chat. Image is too big. Uh-oh. I'll have to change that one. I guess that. Ooh, will that one work? That would be really funny. Please work. Please don't be too big. Damn it! I gotta do this though.
Dude, I know you're supposed to be drawing Kobold, but why does it look like Shirley from Courage the Cowardly Dog?
Kid, you gotta calm
Probably because I watched too much Courage the Cowardly Dog.
down. All right. Do people want to deal with the yappy boy? And I draw another one, or should we call it for the day?
That is the question. I'm gonna finish this and post and put it in the Discord either way.
He might just pass out. So give me 2 minutes. I'll be right back.
Okay. We'll see. Corvus, the stream is ours.
Oh no. So, just if you were really confused on who I was referring to, Druid.
Yeah. Well, she's a chihuahua, and kobolds, even lizard kobolds, are just chihuahuas, so...
I think it has to do with, like, the horn sticking through the hood.
Yeah.
And they're, like, decidedly, like, almost look... Due
They
to
are
the
very
shading, look like ears.
Yeah, they're ear-like, right? I do that on purpose, because I kind of think that dragons should have ears in order to differentiate them from lizard folk. I know not everybody agrees with me.
Apparently
I
the
really
Lilo and
do like this
Stitch movie
classic.
sucks.
Oh,
Sorry,
that
what?
doesn't? Oh, that's too bad. I'm not surprised. Um, the original Final Fantasy White Mage is fun to draw. That was the Black Mage, actually.
At least among the people I followed, they didn't like it. Like, one thing, like, I can't remember the scientist who made Stitch. Jumba? No.
Yeah,
So-
Jumbo Gobaya something.
Yeah. They're like, he no longer, they decide to scrap his accent, which I was like, that's what made him so unique and funny.
Yeah.
And like,
Nope, can't have an accent. That's racist. Like,
yeah. I
fucking...
was like, he's an alien, doesn't matter.
And an accent is not inherently racist, only if you're doing a caricature of an accent.
Exactly.
And I don't think his original accent was a caricature.
No. But yeah. And like the ending is, it's pretty different from the original.
See, that bothers me because the original Lilo and Stitch was a masterpiece.
Yep. Do people care about the spoilers of the ending?
Oh yeah, I want to watch it. I don't really care though.
So at the end, Nami turns Lilo over to the state so she could go to college.
Huh. Not what I expected.
Yep. A lot of people aren't too happy about that. That just throws Ohana out the window.
It does, yeah.
It also completely ignores the fact that with all of the other aliens like living there with them, they have better future prospects and so probably don't need the help of the state. And also like
You're overthinking it.
the state child services do not take great care of kids. I mean, it's better than in being in legit abusive situations, but foster care is really rough on kids.
One thing I never got, I don't think it's ever explained, is why is their child service agent a literally CIA agent or FBI?
Yeah,
it's funny.
I don't know.
Cobra
It's like-
Bubbles is great.
Like, was he tired of all the alien stuff and decided to go to child services because it would be easier, which seems total opposite.
Yeah, maybe I always assumed that he like made enough mistakes or countermanded enough direct orders that he got demoted hard into something that his superiors assumed would be shitty and unfulfilling.
Why is Cobra Bubbles a social worker?
I mean, plot, right? Like,
Yeah,
if it would have been a normal person, they wouldn't have cared. They would have freaked out if they were aliens. But Cobra Bubbles was a man in black who retired, moved to Hawaii. That seems legit to me.
Did the kid actually go to sleep?
No. No, he started screaming, so I left him in his bed, and then he ran out here, screamed at me, and then disappeared. So.
Cool. So business as usual then.
Yeah. There we go. Okay, new emotes uploaded. Have fun with those. What was I doing? Are you done being a pill? You want a snack?
Apparently, originally, Cobra Bubbles was supposed to be voiced by Jeff Goldblum.
Okay.
Actually, as like a thin, fussy dude, not as built like a brick shit house.
All right, let's do one more. See if we can do one more here. Eight. Infernal Automotion of Devotion Paladin. Thank you, kid. Infernal Automotion Oath of Devotion. Is automotion, is that a construct? I'm guessing.
Yeah, I have no idea. I've not heard of that before.
You mean an automaton?
It's not what it was written there. It was written automotion. Maybe that's from Baldur's Gate. Kid, you were... How do you keep getting this? I don't understand. Get off. Come on. Come on. No, don't climb on the chair.
What was it again?
Auto motion.
No, like the class.
Oh, buh, buh, buh. I think he already deleted it.
Mm.
Uh, nope, don't know.
Because I found like
What's up?
an Infernal Automaton, Oath of Devotion Paladin.
Did I just read it wrong?
I think you may have read it wrong or auto-corrected it wrong. Not saying you did, but whatever you used may have auto-corrected it.
No, I put an I in there. You're right. My brain is bad today.
Yep. Another robot person.
Look. You gotta take those. Don't stand on the chair.
Sorry if I was being a little pedantic or
that's
anything.
fine. I was confused.
We need an editor sometimes, Corvus. Don't apologize.
Nah, y'all are doing just fine.
I don't know. Sometimes it feels like between the two of us, Rook and I only have so many brain cells to rub together, and most of them get taken up doing the drawing. I don't know if you feel that way, Rook, but
Yeah.
I feel that way routinely.
I'm burnt. I really wish there was a symmetry tool in Aggie. Dang it. Oh, that's cool.
Hmm?
They added grid lines, but not symmetry tool.
Yep, no symmetry yet. It's a little bit weird to me. It feels... That one feels to me like it would be easier to code in, but I don't know. I'm probably full of shit.
I have no idea. I mean, Clip Studio Paint didn't have it for a long time, so I assume there's some complexity to it, especially with brushes and stuff.
Yeah, that's fair.
No, I hate it. Not the same without the symmetry tool. We're just gonna draw a really weird Warforged. Bless you.
Damn mold.
You eating all the goldfish? When in doubt, bribe. Used to work at a video store. And we were allowed to rent like 3 or 4 movies a day. Like, we could have 3 or 4 movies rented out at a time. We're working there. So, and I used to work the closing shift, so I'd be there till like 2 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
And then I wouldn't be able to sleep. So I would rent either Lilo and Stitch or The Emperor's New Groove, and then just go home, turn that on, and then it would pass out. So I've seen both of those movies like a billion times.
Good picks.
Yeah. Good music, good vibes.
Oh, I'm gonna have to actually address this hammer.
Yeah, I heard you talking about it earlier. Why'd you go white mage? What was the?
What was that?
Why did you go white mage? I heard you guys talking about it.
Yeah, just because I thought it would be funny.
Good.
Have a little kobold as a white mage. The prompt was just kobold slash cleric.
Okay.
With 0 details at all. So I was just like, okay, let's. It's been a while since I've done something really like stereotypical. So I thought I would. And this is what came of it. And I like it.
Kid, please get down. No, that's not funny. Well, kid, if you climb back up there, there will be consequences. Okay, I gotta move the bench. Can't stand up on that anymore.
I don't know consequences of his actions.
Just figuring out how to get attention.
I'm gonna have to go through and make a butt ton of just particle animations,
Yep.
and I'm not looking forward to that, but I've been practicing a little bit because I know I'm gonna have to do it.
Yep.
Did I send you a copy of the game, Druid?
Not directly, but you posted it in the Don't Split the Party Discord, so...
Don't stand under the desk and crack your head, kid. Alright. I think I'm out of time. I think I'm out of kid minutes.
Alright.
We're going to try to fill this in, and then we'll probably call it here. I'm going to take him outside and let him run around for a little bit, see if he'll take a nap. Thanks everybody for hanging out today. Sorry the kid was so spicy. I usually get at least an hour during his nap, but no nap today, so that was a bummer. We're also doing the summer sale, so if you want to get a commission, let me know. Contact me in Discord. We'll be back next week. I think next week we might do the Patreon only stream. Maybe try to do that on Friday. Friday afternoon probably. So I don't know if we'll not do the regular stream, or if we'll just do an additional secret art stream. Just usually how I've done it in the past. So I'll try to figure that out. If you are a Patreon member, please check the Patreon page. There is a doodly doop for you to fill out there. And if not, that's fine. Next week, maybe we'll do a members and Patreon thing next week. So we'll let people that are Patreon members and YouTube members just get free sketches in. We could try that. It is also the last week of Mermaids, so maybe we'll do a mermaid stream as well. We'll try to figure some stuff out. But we should have some fun. Otherwise, that's all I have. That's all I have for the day. Thanks for hanging out. I will post the game. I was going to show it off. The kid might let me do this. Do you play Warhammer? It's a little bit like Legos having a set. Not to paint, though. I have not ever played it, but I have had the figures. Because I like painting figures. So that's a thing. You want me to read a book, kid? Okay. Let me do this real quick. We'll let people show up what we're working on, and then we'll take off here. What day is it? 23rd?
Friday.
Yeah.
Friday.
Yes, 23rd.
I'll post all these in the Discord so people can see them. Let me see if I can find it. Wow, that broke super hard. Oh, well, that's not supposed to be 4K, but why not? Why not? Okay. Oh, wow, that's super zoomed in and not helpful at all. Hold on. Swap that back for a second. Mew. Hey, mew. So this is where we're at with the game, which is kind of fun. Got our little dude who runs around. Got a spear. Got double spears. You can do a big jump. Yes, I just made a dragoon because I love them. And he can have little fire stuff. So we can have like a helmet or a body. And the weapon turns into a fire weapon if I click the right button. There we go. So all of those need to be animated. That's what I'm going to be working on for the next couple of months. But it does also augment all the abilities and stuff, which is really cool. And we fight crabs. Because why not? 'Cause crabs are great. We'll build some towers. Bloop, bloop. Yeah. Rah. Crabs. So yeah. We'll keep working on that. We'll see how that goes. That's all I got. That's all I got, everybody. Thanks for hanging out today. I'm going to go hang out with the kid for a bit. I might be running a little bit later in the afternoon. Druid, I did switch over the thing so you can build the...
our map for our game tomorrow?
Yeah, the map
Excellent.
for the game tomorrow. And if you need
Thank
a break,
you.
let me know again and we can try to transition back to the other stuff. So.
Yep.
Okay.
I think I've got 2 more sessions for
Nice.
that, and then we're good.
Sounds good. All right. Stay happy. Stay healthy. Keep your dice on the table. Thanks for hanging out with me today, guys.
Yeah.
We'll catch you all next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.